Hey, I'm Kris. I'm 30 years old and I have Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder, or FASD for short. Even though I was given my diagnosis at birth, I wasn't told I had it until I was a teenager, let alone understand it. I was removed from my birth family as soon as I was born and placed onto the care system before being adopted as a toddler along with my biological sister. I remember my early childhood with my adoptive family as being very normal and happy, going on holidays every year, days out, just regular family life. When I was around 10 or 11, my mum and dad sat me down and told me I was adopted and I had a condition called FASD. This was the first of me knowing any of this, and it was soon after that my life spiraled out of control. When I was at primary school, it was recognised that I had some additional needs and I was moved to a school which could better support me. My high school years were very unsettled and difficult, which mirrored my life at the time. I began getting into a lot of trouble at school. If it hadn't been for one particular teacher recognising that I couldn't help my behaviour and have given me more support, I would have been expelled many times. When I was a teenager, my behaviour started to get really bad and I was taking a lot of risks, drinking, drug taking and getting into trouble with the police. Often I would take the blame for things I hadn't done just to keep my friends happy. Things got to a point that the crimes I was being charged with meant I was dealt with within the children's hearing system. I remember attending my first children's panel at age 12 and being taken there in handcuffs by the police. It was very scary and I didn't understand what was going on. I attended many children's panels over the years and was placed into foster care, residential children's homes and spent several years in children's secure units. At 16, I left the care system and very quickly ended up homeless as I didn't get any support. It was at this point I also started to struggle with my mental health. I spent time sofa surfing, in homeless hostels, stealing toiletries and other items just to survive. I remember having to wash sometimes in the river just to keep clean. I continued to commit crime and got myself into fights and lots of trouble. At the age of 18, I became a dad for the first time and quickly moved in with my then partner, but the relationship was volatile with us both misusing drugs and alcohol. When the relationship broke down, I became hopeless again. I was stopped from seeing my daughter as my life at that time was chaotic and sadly we have not had a relationship since. Life for me continued to be very difficult, and at age 23 I was sent to prison for 1.5 years for a crime I didn't commit, but one where I took the blame. When I was released from prison, again there was no support. I ended up back in homeless accommodation. I eventually got my own tenancy and got a job. Things were going well until a close family member passed away and I hit the drink and drugs hard, lost my job, and once more my life spiraled out of control. I started a new relationship. Again, it was very volatile and ended after I was seriously assaulted by my partner. I continued to drink, take drugs and commit crime. In January 2021, following the death of another close family member, I assaulted a police officer. I was charged and was subject to a restriction of liberty order. In March 2021, my second daughter was born. However, due to my history, social work became involved and I was assessed as being a risk, so all contact with my daughter has had to be supervised. It was following the birth of my youngest daughter that I realised I wanted to change my life for the better so I could be the dad my daughter deserved. I wanted to find out more about FASD and how the condition was possibly affecting my life and the choices I was making. I knew I had to accept that there were things I couldn't do and that I needed help on a day-to-day basis. I started to receive support from FASD 5, which helped me and the people around me better understand my condition, how it affects me and impacts my life. This help has been life-changing. With better understanding of the condition and why I do the things I do, I've been able to make better choices and I'm much more able to manage my emotions and frustration, though I still need support from time to time. Nowadays, I only drink occasionally and only when in good company. I don't use hard drugs anymore. I've kept myself out of trouble and I've not committed any crimes since January 2021. This is the first time since age 11 that I've no outstanding criminal charges. Even though I am supervised, I've been an active part of my youngest daughter's life. She is my world. I am working towards getting unsupervised contact with my daughter. It is hard though, as my past follows me. I take responsibility for my actions now, but people still judge me on the negative things I have done, which makes it harder to move on in the right direction, but I won't give up. I am currently doing very well and I am proud of myself. I have good support around me and I love being a dad. In the future I want both my daughters to see that I turned my life around and hope they too will be proud of me. I want to help make sure that other people with FASD are given the right support, especially young people, so that they can have a better start in life than I did. I've been using my story to inform social workers, health and criminal justice professionals and the general public about FASD and what can happen if support is not provided in childhood, but also to share messages of hope. Hope for those with FASD that it is never too late to change your life for the better. Hope for parents and carers that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And hope that there continues to be growing understanding of the condition, how challenging it is to live with and help professionals understand the need to provide the right support in childhood that can make such a huge difference in people living with the condition and the people who care for them. I now have hope for my own future and love to be a mentor for young people with FASD and use my experience to support and help others achieve their dreams. Anything is possible, even with an FASD diagnosis.